Back at it again, baby, and we got another one with Candace Owens. Let's dive in.
With the insistence on this divisive race narrative in America, that it's important that we spread the Blexit message. So I just first want to tell you guys, what is Blexit? What did I mean when I meant black exit? There's been a lot of media portrayals of what started this movement, and it couldn't come more direct from my heart, meaning that I started this movement because in 2015, I didn't care about politics at all. I didn't really care much about all of the debates that were going on in the media. But I started realizing that increasingly the media was sort of insisting on this narrative that the only black American that was worth giving a platform to was somebody that was angry, somebody that was divisive, and somebody that believed that this country is a horrible, backwards, racist, irredeemable place. And it
So true. And anybody that thinks that way, I would encourage them to go and visit some of these other countries. Go and see how terrible America truly is in comparison to some of these other places around the world. I want to say Dave Rubin put out an offering to pay for anyone to give up their U.S. citizenship and move away. Nobody took him up on that offer. And there's a good reason why. Because as much as these people like to complain, deep down they understand this actually is the best place you can live in the world. They'll never say it. They'll never say it because it'll go against their cries for, oh my God, this is a crap hole. You know, this is the worst place in the world. You know, it'll go against that. So they'll never say it, but they'll never move anywhere else though.
started to somebody that was divisive and somebody that believed that this country is a horrible, backwards, racist, irredeemable place. And it started to make me also realize that when I looked at the portrayal of black Americans on TV, it was a similar echo, meaning that the type of black Americans that were being given platforms and that were being given shows were so far from the type of shows and black Americans that I grew up with. When I grew up, we were watching The Cosby Show. We were watching Will Smith and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We were watching The Winslows and Family Matters. These wonderful, wonderful shows that were at the end of the day about family, right? It was all about family.
It's in the title, Family Matters.
Shows that were at the end of the day about family, right? It was all about family. It was setting our goals in our minds in a way that was so positive and so inspiring, meaning these were doctors, these are Dr. Huxtables, the families were together. It wasn't about, strife and angst. And then I looked up today and I said, wow, what's the number one black show on TV? And at that time, it was Love and Hip Hop. I think it still is. Very short amount of time, and we've gone from the Winslows to Love and Hip Hop, right? So you have to realize that at this moment in time, the media is definitely creating a simulation and deciding upon what direction they want black Americans to go into. You see this with the Grammys. You see this basically every show that they have, award show that they have, the people that are being honored, the people that are being celebrated are people that have this divisive vision of what it means to be a black American. While at the same time, when I started examining and looking at the statistics, and while we were being told to focus on race, all of the other areas that were completely crippling America were being ignored. So if you were looking for racism, a great place to start would be maybe at least having a conversation about why it is that 75% of black boys in California can't pass a basic reading exam. What is happening in our education system? I became fascinated with the education system and how it was changing and shifting, and you guys are all aware of that. They're now teaching critical race theory, which is basically insisting that kids focus all day on ideas of oppression, on ideas of backwardness, and ideas of why they should hate America, why they should hate the person next to them because of the color of their skin. It's the very definition of racism when you look at somebody in the face and you say, I can look at your color and I know everything about you, right? You are white, so therefore you are privileged. You are black, and therefore you are oppressed. I don't think every black
And I think she's actually about to touch on
person is oppressed. I'm certain Malia and Sasha Obama are not oppressed, right? I think there's got to be at least a couple of white people that are living, less than that they're living in a poorer manner than they're living, and yet we've just decided that this is the narrative.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say there are plenty of poor white people. What? Like that doesn't even make sense. Or white people just all white people aren't poor? Huh? What? What? That no. Stop it. Or in all black people are oppressed? Huh? Okay. Obama's oppressed? How? Explain. Please do. I want to hear. I want to hear this one. So like that whole logic and that whole victim's mentality. Oh yeah, all black people are oppressed. You're not oppressed. I'm not saying that there aren't people out there that, are the R word that would love to, do some black folks some harm. Yeah, sure. But the prevalence with which that exists doesn't equate to how many people try to push that out. Oh man, every white person is just out to get us all. Like they just, no, stop it. Go get some help, man. This is just ridiculous.
In a poorer manner than they're living, and yet we've just decided that this is the narrative. And the reason for that is because what the media seeks to do right now is to collectivize our thoughts. They don't want us to see ourselves as individuals. They don't want us to actually get ahead. When you replace hard academics like reading and writing and the sciences with things like critical race theory, when a kid can tell you about white privilege, but they can't do their math homework, you're basically setting up a society in which we're going to mass produce failures, and we're going to mass produce angry failures.
Great point. They're getting taught about CRT. They're getting taught about the SEX word. Oh man, well these are my pronouns. Like why is this even relevant? They don't even know how to do their own math, but they can tell me what the pronouns are. Huh? They can't read at their grade level, but they can sure tell me what white privilege is. They can tell me how the system is out to get us, but they can't even read at their grade level. Huh? How is this even making sense? And like she said, it may be part of a bigger plan. This all may be intentional. Dumb down everyone, and we're going to make them angry. They don't respect your pronouns. Oh, the system's out to get you. The white man he's going to attack you. Be careful. He's right around the corner. How does this even make sense? I don't know. I'm confused. This stuff is just like mind-boggling. I'm not even gonna try to, dissect that or think about that too much because it's just gonna give me a headache. It doesn't make any sense at all. We would rather teach kids about this crap than actual things that matter. And it's just like, if you want to have those conversations outside of school, be my guest. Sure, you freedom of speech, baby. You do your thing. But kids are in school to learn. They are not learning. Well, they are learning, but they're learning the wrong stuff. They're not learning anything. How does pronouns get you paid? How do pronouns make you a productive citizen in society? How does CRT make you productive in society? Explain. I'm ready and I'm willing to listen. Explain to me how CRT gets students paid and makes them productive citizens in society. Explain, please. I'm waiting. You know what I mean? Like, there is no explanation. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but it may all be part of an agenda that was planned for a while, So, y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like I said, and like I said, once again, if you guys want to teach that stuff outside of school, talk to people about that stuff outside of school, as long as they're of age, of course, we can get into that whole topic. But if you want to talk about this stuff outside of school, cool. Be my guest. Freedom of speech, baby. Do your thing. But inside of school, they need to be actually learning about stuff that is going to be relevant to being a productive citizen in society. That's my time. Peace and love. I'm out.